long time today. Yeah, I don't have very long at all. I do have that Steam. Where the fuck did my... Oh, here it is. Dude, right as the stream starts, I'm dropping F-bombs, dude. Trying to get better with that, too, which is sad. Some actress died. Some actress died. Oh, no. Some actress died. Oh, no. I do feel bad for, like, her existence and, like, that she died and stuff, but I don't, like, feel too bad, you know? Because I didn't know her personally. It's like, how do you even like quantify the sadness you feel for somebody you never met before? So there is 2 videos I really wanted to get through today. I think those are the 2 right there because I don't think I have time for anything else. Yeah, dude, a lot of these I've already watched. Yeah, so I'm gonna watch these 2 up here that I really wanted to see. I mean, there's a couple of these that I want to watch that are good, but I think I have time for This Needs to Stop. Or nope, fucking AAA is cooked. We're gonna watch the AAA is cooked. I think we all agree that we're kind of a little annoyed with the AAA industry, but I want to know their perspective on it, because I feel like a lot of times people get in on the AAA industry and they get all confused in their feelings about random crap that really doesn't matter in the whole grand scheme of things. God, I need better lighting. But they get all confused in the grand scheme of things, and then they conflate this, conflate that, and I'm just kind of curious. Maybe this is gonna look at the future of AAA with more of an objective view and not skewed on like wokeism or some crap. Now we are watching this from Asmongold, so there's a chance this is gonna go into wokeism, but I'm just kind of curious.
Curveballs, no saying this is Black Myth Wukong and then playing the far superior Black Ops 6.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! This is Donkey. This is video game Donkey.
The future of AAA.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to talk about Video Game Donkeys, videos about video games universe, phase 18.
Ooh.
Today I'm breaking down my entire plan for next year's videos. I want to be completely transparent with you guys next year. No surprises. I want no twists, no curveballs, no saying this is Black Myth Wukong and then playing the far superior Black Ops 6. Little Donkey Bro Army, I have seen the future of AAA gaming, and it is mostly games where you hit people with a sword. And Nintendo...
Yes! That's what I was hoping for.
Switch 2.
I got huge...
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I like hitting people with swords and stuff, but I'm so sick of Souls. Like, I like the Souls games. I like the Souls games a lot, but... Dude, when they announced the new Elden Ring co-op thing, I could give a shit less. I'm so sick of Souls games. I burnt myself. I didn't even get the Souls, the Elden Ring DLC, because after I played Elden Ring, I played so many Souls games, and then every game that's coming out is a Souls-like that it's just like, I don't care anymore. Like, I need a break. And that's why I started playing FPS games. Before I started the channels when I played Elden Ring, and then I played Bloodborne, and I'm like, okay, I need to play every Souls game, and I overwhelmed myself, and I just don't want to play them again for a while. I just want to be out of that realm.
Leaks and huge news on Nintendo Switch 2.
Trust me, bros.
And it is supposed to release in late 2022, early 2023.
Ask and you shall receive. Nobody asked me to play Soul Edge for PS1, but that is what you will receive anyway. It's the first video in January. Because I like Soul Calibur. And then we're going to be wrapping things up for the big January reveal of the Switch 2.
Nintendo has already started...
What do you guys think? Odds that the Switch 2 will come out and it will be worse than the Steam...
Dude... The Switch 2 is gonna fucking be mid as fuck. The Switch 2 is gonna be mid as fuck. I don't want to say that hard, like full chest out. But the problem. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. And the Souls versions versus FPS chat. Oh yeah, dude. I play games. I either play games on normal or easy anymore because I'm fucking busy. It's a difficult life being me. But anyways, It's like the Switch 2, I don't think is going to even try to compete with the Steam Deck. To be honest, I don't think it's going to try to... I think it's going to I think it's gonna spec out somewhere around like a power of like a PS4, Xbox One, which is an upgrade, I guess. I don't know. I don't even. My problem is like unless they fix those fucking shitty Joy-Cons, I don't think I want to get a Switch 2. The way the controllers feel on the Switch are bad. They're bad.
Deck. I think that the probability of that is 100%. Yes.
Preparing the mass production for the next gen Switch, which will be launched in 2021. So, yeah, just a few months essentially.
All of this stuff that went around in December was just wrong.
I've heard from very trusted sources that Switch 2 is going to be revealed in January.
Bro, we got Dreamcast guy now. Very trusted sources. Dreamcast guy, Review Tech USA. I heard from one of the main people working. Somebody from Japan flew over to my house, gave me a blowjob, and told me the Switch 2 is dropping in January. I heard it right here on King Juvie Codes.
From big time, like the guy on Reddit said it.
There is actually a verified Reddit.
Well, here's the thing. If the Switch comes in at about $300, if they can keep it in at that $300 mark, the Switch 2 is a cop all day. The Switch 2 is going to be a massive pickup. And if it can play all of your Switch library, because the rest of the industry is doing that, and I think because the Switch has waited so long, Nintendo's waited so long for the sequel, they know they have to like try to integrate that library because everybody else is. And the only reason they've sold so well for so long is because of everyone has a Switch. So if they come out with a high price point with none of your library kicking over, nobody will care. The Switch will bomb. So I think they know that they have to switch it over. And if it comes in at $300 and your library moves across and you can play your Switch 1 games on it, dude, it might be a cop. It might be a cop. Because like I look at a Steam Deck and it'll play my whole Steam library. But you're looking at something that is like $600. And the Switch is $300. So if I want a nice handheld that I can play while taking a shit or play while I'm watching TV, the Switch wins.
Reddit mod, which...
So the Nintendo Switch...
I love how one idiot on the internet, like, there's got...
And I hope they scrap about half of the motion controls. Like games can have motion controls, but you don't need to utilize them anymore. I'm so sick of motion controls.
Gotta be people around there who like start these huge rumors and they research a few things and piece them together so they can sound credible, and then they just make up bullshit. Like they've got to be laughing their...
Dude, this kind of shit was what made Review Tech USA and Dreamcast guys so big for a long time. Is they just sit in front of the camera, make up bullshit that they read, pretend it was from reliable sources because they read it on fucking Kotaku, and then they would spout it like it was real shit.
Fucking ass off when some YouTuber takes it and makes a whole video about it, right? Like that's got to be like just so validating.
Shoe leaks have gotten pretty insane, and
they actually have the Y and X buttons reversed from how Nintendo has them.
Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a PlayStation 2 level event in gaming. The second this thing gets announced, I am throwing my PS5 Pro directly out the window.
is this
Why would you buy a PS5 Pro to begin with? I know that it's like a joke. I know it's a joke, but the PS5 Pro is the biggest scam I've ever seen.
Nintendo Switch 2?
Yes.
Over on Twitter, there was a tweet
that proves everything. The launch lineup for this thing is going to be pure.
They're gonna have
insanity.
Elden Ring.
New Elden Ring. That's a day one launch title. Witcher 4. That's a day one launch title.
For sure.
4 times as many bugs as Cyberpunk.
There's a ton of third-party support in the pipeline.
Get ready to play modern AAA offerings on your Nintendo Switch system.
Does anybody ever take, like, there needs to be like a video game or like a news auditing website that every single time that a person makes a prediction, there's like an overall rating that this person
Dude, I think that there needs to be something like the community notes on Twitter. Now, Twitter does a lot wrong. I think Elon Musk is like censoring people, which is mad cringe considering I'm for freedom of speech, which is like, if you're going to be for freedom of speech, be for fucking freedom of speech. Be fucking full unabashedly for freedom of speech. That's a different topic. I don't know if I'm bringing it up. But I do like the community notes. That's one of my favorite things that was added to Twitter. And I think that YouTube channels should actually have like a thing where people could go in and community note you. I think that's perfectly fine. Now, like, you can still read it and get entertainment or something if it gets community notes. Like there's this there was this Twitter called "Is Jimmy Carter dead?" and every day they would post no. Well, the day he died, they posted no that morning, and then he died, and then they community noted him with yes. It's kind of funny. It sucks that Jimmy Carter died, but that shit was funny. I'm sorry, but they need to do that here. It's like there is no way that all these YouTube videos, because like if they'll put a fucking AP says Donald Trump won the election under any fucking political video now because it's such a bad checking system. Let communities check their own YouTubers. Let the internet check these guys for you. It's easy moderation.
Is like, is this guy full of shit or not? And I think that there are so many people that they make these crazy predictions and then they never happen. And it's like, I would love to have like a graph. It's like, what is your hit rate? Okay, you have an accuracy rate of 19%. Okay, so you're full of shit.
And a lot of different games from major studios are essentially just sitting and waiting to port their games to the next generation Nintendo console.
So there you have it. Bloodborne is a day one launch title for Switch 2. It's going to be 60 FPS, 5K.
And here is the logo. It's essentially Nintendo Switch with the Switch logo, but there's a 2 next to the logo.
Which confirms everything that I've been saying. Everything about Switch 2 is going to be 2 themed. Mario Odyssey 2, that's coming day one. Pikmin 4 2, that's day one.
That's Pikmin 8.
No, F1. But wait, there's more. Donkey Kong's Big Banana Extravaganza, an all-new 3D Donkey Kong platform.
Whatever happened to Donkey Kong?
Yeah, they stopped giving a fuck about Donkey Kong.
Whatever happened to him?
They just
we used to always be getting Donkey Kong games, and now
they don't give a fuck.
Where are the Donkey Kong games?
In your ass. Shoved right up there.
What the hell happened?
They put them in your ass.
They killed them.
In your ass.
What the hell?
In your ass.
Made by the Mario Odyssey team. They made 2 games and they're both coming out day one. That's been confirmed.
So I'll put both images up on screen for you guys right now.
That's the wheel from Mario Kart 9. That's day one.
Dude, day one Mario Kart 9. Day one. I heard it from a reliable source. They came to my house and blowjob. I've already covered this. It was so sloppy toppy that we understand why we're getting it.
Confirmed.
Oh god.
There was a person on Reddit who
said,
dude, base.
Like every time that I read a leak or something, I cover a leak, I always say it's like, this is on Reddit. Like nobody knows if this is true or not.
Dude, one thing I can know for sure is if I see something on Reddit, I don't really use 4chan. I don't even, like, I've never used 4chan actually, but it's like I've heard people talk about 4chan and using 4chan. It's 4chan is, I don't fucking know why I'm going into this, but anytime I hear anybody's like, I heard this on 4chan or I heard this on Reddit, it's like I don't believe you. I just plain and simple, like, it's Reddit. Like, isn't that the place where the fucking picketing of the Hogwarts Legacy game began? Like, yeah, no, fuck Reddit.
People buy into this so easily.
It's gotta be true. Either all this is right or it's gonna be like 1-2 switch and Funky Barn.
Have you ever run a background check?
Like it's the Switch 2 is the thing that's so funny about it. It's waited so long. It's lasted so long in the zeitgeist because the Switch came out in. When did the Switch come out? Like what was the date? What was the date? Jesus. Switch release date. 2017, bro. This bitch released in 2017. That was almost 10 years ago. Coming up. We're almost at like 8 years, right? We're almost at 8 years. This bitch has hit the end of its life cycle. It's hit an 8-year lifespan. We are at the end of this bitch's lifespan. Why? Like, damn. 8 years old. 8 years old. And I get that that's a normal life cycle of a console is about 8 years. But, yeah, dude. It's at the end of the life cycle. We've had rumors for a while. And it doesn't help that when the Switch released, it was underpowered to begin with. Bitch is running on a cell phone graphics card.
True. Either all this is right or it's gonna be like 1-2 switch and Funky Barn.
Oh, I played this one.
January 17th.
I think everybody has a game like that, though. I can't remember what those are called, but they make a Zelda one like that. That's like a prequel to Breath of the Wild. They also have a Berserk game like that. I had the One Piece game like that.
We're playing Dynasty
Fucking flex.
Warriors Origins.
Damn,
you
that's
play
soon.
as a woman hitting people with a sword.
Wait, what?
Which is
A
what I
woman?
love so much about video games.
Oh,
Finally,
come
we're gonna learn
on.
the origins of Dynasty Warriors. And did you know that the first one was actually a one-on-one fighting game, just like Soul Edge? January 23rd, of course, we're gonna be playing Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles Remastered.
Oh, wow.
This game came from a different era in gaming where every game wasn't sword fighting. Only some of them were. Very brave of George to do this back then today. January 28th, of course, we're gonna be playing Eternal Strands. This is the second Strand type game where you are a woman hitting a tree with a sword. I love all the games that this reminds me of, so let's all play Eternal Strands on the beach with Norman Lee.
Looks like shit.
February 4th, of course, we're gonna be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I love games like Skyrim where you're hitting everybody with a sword.
Dude, I have a buddy who's so fucking hyped for this game. He's so hyped. I didn't really get into the first one much. I know that everybody wants me to play it. More like Switch poo. Switch 2 will rock. Keep in mind that the hardware is meant for Nintendo software. In that closed ecosystem will rock better than a Steam Deck Linux prompt emulator. Well, the problem is I don't think Nintendo should get away with slopping out bullshit just because they're Nintendo. And that's my problem with the Switch is they're not held up to the same caliber everybody else is, and I think that's unfair.
This is gonna be a huge one.
Because I hold PlayStation to the same regard I hold Xbox, and I hold Xbox to the same regard I hold PlayStation. And I constantly have problems with the Switch because every game that's ported to the Switch, like especially FPS games, are basically like shitty. They're shitty and annoying to play because of how bad the controls are.
Dragon Age didn't have any dragons in the part I played, so February 14th, of course, we got to be playing
The dragons were the worst fights in the game.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, where you are a woman hitting people with a ninja sword.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, dude. The amount he said woman hitting somebody with a sword, bro. Jesus.
Really going to be focusing on the quality of the shadows in this game and, you know, how they stack up to the shadows from Shadow Generations. February 18th, of course, I'm going to have to be doing a video for Avowed. Definitely getting big Skyrim, hitting people with a sword type of vibes off this one. I'm going
to be real. Avowed looks to me like those games, you know, like in the Games Awards where, like...
I'm going to be honest. He's going to shit on Avowed, and I think it looks gorgeous. It looks like exactly what I want it to be. I really want Avowed to be good. I want Avowed to be good so fucking bad. You have no idea.
There's, like, the beginning of it, and it says, like, from the studio that brought you Batman Arkham Asylum.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's like Batman in VR, and, like, everybody in the chat's like, no, oh, shit. Avowed does look like a VR game to me.
To me, it doesn't look like a VR game. To me, it looks like a fucking Skyrim-like game, and I think it's gonna be sick. I really want to play it. I want it to be good. I think it's giving me vibes of the Outer Worlds style gameplay, but in a fantasy realm. I hope it takes itself more serious than Outer Worlds. So I hope it's more dark fantasy. I doubt it though. I doubt it.
To be in every game every time, and it's just like Skyrim, and it makes you wonder why they don't do a Skyrim 2, which is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 on day 1 confirmed. Did a February 21st have to do a video about pirate Yakuza in Hawaii? In this game, you play as a Japanese gangster who becomes a pirate captain that can create clones of himself, and then he sails to Hawaii and teams up with a giant boxing monkey. It does have sword fighting, but I feel like it has too much stuff that isn't sword fighting for this game to be successful next year. February 20.
What the fuck is that game? Dude, the Yakuza series is fucking wild, bro.
I'm gonna 100% play that. Absolutely, that's amazing.
Of course, we're gonna have to play Monster Hunter Wilds. This is a very innovative.
I've never played a Monster Hunter game. I played like a little bit of one on. I like played like 5 seconds of it. I didn't even get very far. I don't even think I fought a real big monster. in the one I played on I have on PlayStation. I just never really got into it.
Game where you can choose to be a woman or a man and then hit monsters with a sword. I don't think they've done sword fighting in a game for a while, so it's going to keep things pretty fresh like Skyrim. In March, we're definitely playing South of
I want to play this too. This is another game that people said it was going to be Ultimate Woke. I just think it reminds me of like that Southern blues charm, like voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo bullshit. I want to play this so fucking bad.
Where you play as a woman, you're hitting monsters with a sword. It's exactly the right kind of game. Then Switch 2 hit shelves, boom, we get Witcher 4.
I feel like South at Midnight is going to be, I think that people have already decided, since it's a black woman that's like the main character, that it's a DEI bullshit.
No, it's not though. Dude, it's crafted in a realm of, I think it's an homage to that era in that like vibe, that southern that like voodoo vibe. And I think if it just stays in that lane, it'll be like The Princess and the Frog, which is just so like one of my favorite Disney movies.
Game?
Which it'll be called woke regardless, but the fact is if it actually is or not. If it's actually like DEI shitty writing, or if it's like well written and interesting and the world's as magical as it looks, I'm sold on it because I think it looks fucking gorgeous.
And so I kind of feel bad for the devs because like everybody's already like kind of against it. But I'm going to try the game out. I'm going to play it. It's going to suck. Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. Everybody. Yeah. See, this is the thing, right? People not even going to give it a fair shot.
Which it deserves one. That art style is fucking gorgeous. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Woman hitting witches with a sword, but you gotta use the golden sword for aquatic
It's already
monsters,
over.
I believe.
Yeah, bro.
Onimusha, I love it. We're hitting with a sword.
Yeah.
Ninjas are involved.
That's
the guy
good.
from Onimusha 3 is involved.
All right.
Ghost of Yoti looks phenomenal. We're doing ninjas for a change and hitting with a sword, kinda like Skyrim. Then I'm gonna play Skyrim for the first time. I've never played it yet. I've heard great
I've
things.
never
To
played
me, it sounds a
Skyrim,
lot
too.
like Skyrim. Then Fable is coming out. You're the woman from Fable 3 with a sword, hitting people with it. It's what we love to see. And
Man.
Dude, fucking, so I actually heard that you can choose your sex in Fable, which I think would be so funny, alright? What if the whole time that was just them making a quick character for, after one of the voice actors that you can choose? Like, if you're the female character, you have her voice. If you're the male character, you have another voice. And they just picked the female character because that was in vogue, and then made a character to look like her and the character creator, and boom, you had it. Because if they make a Fable without a character creator, that is such an L.
One of the coolest things.
Like, it's honestly like one of the biggest mistakes. How would you make a Fable game without a character? And like the idea of where people are calling her ugly, that's so stupid. Have you played a fucking Fable game? They always look ugly. Every girl always looks ugly in Fable. Every guy looks ugly in Fable. It's just, that's Fable. Like, I remember when I took my fucking Master Chief armor was taken away in Fable 2, and I looked like a skinhead demon child, and I'm like, what happened to my sexy woman? Why the fuck did she look like she gained 8,000 pounds of muscle and decided to join the Nazis in prison?
Man, there's a lot of these, huh? Oh, jeez.
we got Black Myth Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers from the Butt of a Swan. It's a woman-based game with swords like
No, it's not.
Bloodborne and
No,
Sekiro
you don't have
kinda
to play as a girl. You play as a guy in this game, too. I checked. No, it's saved. It's okay.
Got that ninja flavoring to it that we love to see. Phantom Blade Zero, you are
we're
woman
okay, guys.
ninja hitting people with a sword. Project the Perceiver, now this looks really interesting. You play as a woman ninja with a sword. You're hitting people with the damn thing.
Dude.
It's such an original.
Holy shit. I know this is like a joke, but holy shit, I didn't realize it was this fucking much.
Premise where winds meet, you're a man ninja. Yeah.
Oh.
And you're hitting people with a sword like Onimusha. And then I'm thinking we're going to throw out this year strong with Intergalactic. This is the new game from Naughty Dog, which is one of the best studios. We're talking Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter, Uncharted, Last of Us.
20 years ago.
I swear, every time Naughty Dog steps up to the plate, they hit a home run. But for some reason, I started getting this bad feeling when I was watching this trailer.
Because you're gonna be a woman hitting people with a sword.
Yeah.
You know, we have a woman character, okay, probably a ninja, but why are we in a spaceship talking to people like Starfield. And I started thinking, I don't know, man. Maybe gamers were...
That is scary. It is like Starfield. That's really scary.
Yeah, I haven't finished Starfield. I like the gunplay in Starfield. This gunplay in Starfield's really good.
Maybe Naughty Dog is losing that magic touch.
Well, they have a sword.
But then she pulls out a big-ass Skyrim sword and...
Oh my god, dude. Everything is a sword, bro. Everything that's coming out next year, he's like, not everything. But that's ridiculous. How many games is just you're playing as a girl with a sword? Playing with a girl as a girl with a sword.
No swords equals bad. Well, to be fair, that one does have a sword, so it's okay. You're safe. Yeah, this video was funny. I liked it. I mean,
I like Donkey a lot. Donkey's really funny. When he did his I think it was his Redfall trailer that he actually didn't play Redfall. He just played Blade 2 for the like PS2 original Xbox era.
A few other games that's coming out. There's like maybe 2 that he didn't mention. But yeah, a lot of games with ladies with swords. I think there's like, again, I like sword games. Sword games are great. Yeah, Baldwin and Soda. Yeah, there you go. And 2025 Game of the Year. I don't know which sword game it's going to be. I actually think it's going to be the gun game, which is going to be Grand Theft Auto. I think that's going to be the game that ends up...
Yeah, but what if they have a better sword mechanic in Grand Theft Auto and you do play as a girl? So Grand Theft Auto 6, girl with the sword.
Being Game of the Year. But we'll see what happens, right? But if it doesn't get delayed, I think there's a good chance GTA gets delayed. Why do I think that? I just made it up. But that's the reason...
I just made it up.
Why I think it's going to happen. So yeah, I can't play with a sword. No, you could probably have a sword in GTA. Yeah, I bet you can. I'll link you guys the video. This was funny. Let me see what this is.
That was good, though. That was good. That was good. That was a good before work stream. I gotta go, though. I gotta go.